Next to limitations. Valence bond theory. So valence bond theory mainly explains VBT explains about formation comma structure and magnetic behavior arana diana magnetic behavior of complex compounds successfully. So the valence bond theory explains about how the complexes are forming between the metal and ligand, and also their structures, geometries explained, and also their magnetic behavior also explained. Okay, now, but even though it explained very well some points, but still it is not explained. So limitations here, but not explain, there are limitations. Okay, not explain. Number one, the quantitative interpretation quantitative interpretation 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 of magnetic behavior. Mean he is saying that is whether it is paramagnetic and diamagnetic, but quantitatively he cannot explain how much. Okay na, it's magnitude, quantity he cannot explain. Okay na, quantitative interpretation is not explained. Number two, he did not explain a quantitative interpretation of stabilities of kinetic and thermodynamic stabilities. Quantitative interpretation of thermodynamic comma and kinetic stabilities. The complex is kinetic stability and thermodynamic stability. Two terms are there. The stabilities of the complexes and quantitatively he cannot explain. And point number three, the colors of the complexes not explained. Colors of complexes not explained. Colors of complexes not explained. And so the valence bond theory not explains about some properties. Varnana, they are quantitative interpretation of complex compounds, magnetic behavior, and also the quantitative interpretation of thermodynamic and kinetic stability is also not explained, and the colors of the complexes not explained. Okay now, and also ligand field strength. Next to field strength of complex compounds, field strength of ligands also not explained. Field strength of ligands not explained. And also number fifth point is, according to VBT, very important, this is according to valence bond theory, this complex copper tetraamine plus 2 complex plus 2 is sp3 and tetrahedral. Okay na? But experimentally it is difference. But experimentally it is dsp2 and square planar okay na. This complex according to valence bond theory, which is sp3 hybridized and also tetrahedral shape, but experimentally it is proved that this complex hybridization is dsp2 and square planar geometry. So how it is, now we will see. So the complex here, explanation. So copper tetraamine plus 2 complex. So here copper is 29, okay na. So 3d10, 4s1, 4p0 ground state configuration. But here copper is plus 2 oxidation state, mean it loses 2 electrons. We'll get 3d9 and also 4s0 and also 4p0. So here ammonia is a strong field ligand. Okay na. So here what happened? The all electrons, okay na, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, okay na, and 4s and 4p, okay na. So in this particular case, this is very exceptional case. In this case, one of the electron will be jumps into pz orbital. This is px, py and pz orbital, and we will get the remaining configuration. Here one electron, okay na. Here remaining 2 electrons. This is 3d8, okay na, and 4p1 and 4p0. One of the electron jumps from 3d shell to 4p orbital because less energy gap. So here what happened? The remaining here again 4 coordination number is 4. So that's why here 4 empty orbitals, 1 2 3 4. Hybridization is dsp2. One of the electron jumps from 3d orbitals to 4p orbital, and one vacant orbital created in the 3d shell and undergoes dsp2 hybridization with square planar geometry. dsp2 hybridization, square planar complex. Okay, this is the, and also diamagnetic substance.